One of our favorite cult brand stories started with two dudes who couldn't afford bagel equipment, so they spent their last $12,000 to buy up an old beat up gas station and then accidentally created America's biggest ice cream empire. These dudes started like most creators, right? Where they just have a vision, have a dream, have a bit of money maybe. And so they put that $12,000 and they just started building stuff. They sold soups and crepes and pottery. And it's just two Vermont hippie dudes. So they're just like, yeah, just hustle some shit. So when they couldn't afford the bagel equipment that they wanted, they're like, well, ice cream equipment is like super cheap, right? Like at least enough that they could afford. And so they started doing that, but the one dude, Ben, he has this condition where he can't taste anything because he can't smell. So everything just tastes like cardboard. So Jerry had to create all of these things. He's like, well, we have to make this so good that Ben can taste this with his eyes closed. And so he's like just adding fucking everything to this. So obviously it turned out really well and they started to push into retailers. But Nestle is a bully, and so Haagen-Dazs basically told these retailers it's them or us. Like you can't sell Ben and Jerry's if you sell Haagen-Dazs. That started one of the greatest marketing campaigns where they went head to head and they said, "What's the doughboy afraid of?" So now they had this whole David versus Goliath, and as we've talked about, having an enemy is super good for business. So while regular brands are just struggling to get sales, they had protests where their people were chanting with signs for their right to buy Ben and Jerry's. And then they kept taking it further, right? So every pint became a mission, like the Save Our Swirled flavor for climate change and the Empower Mint flavor for voting rights. So, well, Haagen-Dazs is sitting at $785 million a year. Ben and Jerry's is like $911 million. So it goes to show, even if you can't taste your product, then if you rally the people behind it and create something meaningful around your product, then you can create almost $1 billion business.